In color, the continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
Lee Weber has rolled the dice. In an extraordinary gamble, Lee has decided to make use of his knowledge that his blind brother Chris is determined to kill him. Lee is manipulating Stephen Cord into the line of fire.
Thanks for coming, Stephen. What happened? Sandy and I had another fight. Chris was in the next room. All of a sudden, he comes at me, swinging his cane and screaming. And he just broke down and started to cry. It was awful. And it was all over nothing, Stephen. Now he won't even let me get close enough to talk to him. I'm scared. He's got that gun, and he says that he just doesn't want to go on living.
Where's Sandy?
Look, I don't know. But if he hurts himself, Stephen, I might as well take that gun and point it at myself, because I put him where he is. I wrecked his life. I wrecked his life.
All right, save it, Lee.
Well, maybe you could reason with him. He'll listen to you. Oh, I know you don't think so, Stephen, but he respects you.
I said save it. Now you go on and aid us. I'll phone you if I need you.
Okay. Here's the key to the door. He's probably got himself still locked up in that bedroom.
Stephen Cord. Understand, it's Stephen Cord. Now, give me the gun. It's over.
No.
It's over, Chris. Richard, give me the gun now.
No.
You were waiting for your brother, weren't you?
Waiting and waiting.
It was Lee. You wanted to kill Lee.
Make him pay for killing Ann Howard. Stephen, my chance is gone. My one chance to make him pay is gone.
This.
I've been waiting for days and days with that pistol, carrying it, sleeping with it. Now he's gonna get away with it. He's gonna get away with it like he gets away with everything else. My chance is gone, Stephen.
Listen to me, Chris.
He's gotta be destroyed, Stephen. He's gotta be destroyed.
Stop it! Now, from now on, I'm your lawyer. You don't do anything or say anything, understand? Unless I do it or say it first. Don't do anything or say anything. Sit down over here. Now, everything's gonna be all right.
Nobody knows what happened. He may have shot Stephen.
Stephen?
open up. You all right, Stephen?
Who's in there? Shooting.
It's the police. Open up.
All right, what's the problem, Mr. Cord? You all right, Chris?
There's not much to say. The gun went off by accident.
Mr. Cord, does this have anything to do with the preliminary hearing in the investigation of the death of Ann Howard?
I don't understand.
Well, a family argument. Something between one brother testifying against the other brother?
Well, Lee Weber's outside. He phoned me. That's why I'm here.
Baxter, get Lee Weber.
Right. Weber, you want to step in here?
Hey, can I come in?
I'm sorry.
Well, is Chris all right? Sandy, all right. Mr. Cord, is he all right? Is Chris all right?
He's all right.
I don't know. But
Did you telephone Stephen Cord tonight?
Well,
Did you or didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And what'd you say to him?
Do you mind telling me what happened?
That's what we're trying to find out. We thought you might be able to help us.
Now, you don't have to answer any questions without a lawyer if you don't want to, Mr. Weber.
Well, sure. I called Mr. Cord to tell him that Chris had a gun.
And that you were afraid.
Yeah.
Afraid of what?
Chris, are you okay?
What were you afraid of, Lee? What did you tell me to get me down here?
Well, that he had a gun.
You already said that.
Well, that he threatened to kill himself.
How'd you know that?
I saw him through the window with the gun. He was talking to himself, and he wasn't making any sense. He wouldn't even let me in. Chris, tell me what happened. You didn't try to shoot Stephen, did you?
Now, what makes you say that, Lee?
That hole in your coat, man.
The gun went off by accident. Yes, you were absolutely right, Lee. After you gave me your key and I used it, I found Chris hysterical, out of control, talking, but like you said, not making much sense. So I tried to reason him out of using the gun on himself, but he couldn't listen. So finally, I had to try to get it away from him. He knocked over a few things, and in the struggle, the gun went off. And I ended up with a slightly used overcoat. Isn't that right, Chris? It was an accident.
Yeah. It was all a mistake.
I think it's pretty late to be making out grocery lists.
you go back to bed. You're still asleep.
Only could fool me. What are you doing anyway? Chipagni. Small sand, cakes after. Mike R for GF, definite. Maybe Betty Cord for GM. What's all this GF-GM business anyway?
Godfather and godmother. I'm planning Matthew's christening.
Hey, Smokes, you mean to tell me that you got out of a warm bed in the middle of the night just to plan Matthew's christening?
Don't say just. This is important.
Well, of course it's important, but what's the hurry? It's like making your Christmas list on the 4th of July. Besides, if you think I'm going to let them pour ice water all over Matthew in sub-zero temperatures...
They don't pour. They just sprinkle.
With 3 feet of snow on the ground?
You'll be in a warm church.
Warm church? There's no such thing as a warm church. Most of them are as drafty as wind tunnels.
This is the Elliot Carson who plans to train his son early for the rigors of football, isn't it?
Well, not before he can walk.
Well, he'll look pretty silly toddling down the aisle to his own christening. Besides, you don't have to worry. He'll be all bundled up, snug as a bug. I've already got the outfit.
A fur parka.
Not quite.
Well, what is it?
Isn't that gorgeous?
It's lace. No, sirree. Not on your life. Not on my son. Lace? Are you serious, honey? Just take it back. Why can't he wear that knit shirt and pants outfit he got from the Mortons?
We'll see. Besides, we can't have the christening anyway till Mike gets back, and I'm sending him the first invitation.
Oh, boy, all this hurry about Matthew's christening. Could this by any chance be part of a plot to lure the wandering doctor back to the fold?
Well, not entirely. But when I talked to him on the phone, his voice did sound funny.
Well, you said he sounded wonderful.
A little too wonderful. I had the feeling when he said he was going to stay on in New York a few days, he was really trying to postpone coming back here.
Ah, so you're using Matthew as bait.
Well, as Matthew's godfather, he can hardly refuse to come to the christening.
Of course. Working under a sense of responsibility.
You don't think that's fair?
Fair? I think it's clever. Devilishly clever. Female clever. Come on. I still don't like the idea of the road business. And that lace all over. They don't do that for boys anymore.
Hi, how's it going?
Okay. I'm not keeping you awake, am I?
I'm not sleepy.
Good.
Hey, Norm, you're losing my place. Yourself, Norm.
Once more?
What do you think you're doing? Don't.
Okay, I won't.
You're supposed to be studying.
I need some encouragement.
Not this kind.
It's the only kind that counts. If you want to give me a little pep talk, you know, you could... Hey, come on. You're not playing the game fair.
Well, you said you had to study.
But don't you think the books can wait?
Well, they've waited pretty long already. I mean, if you keep finding excuses to put it off.
Okay. Okay. No arguments. Happy reading.
Norm.
I won't wake you when I come to bed.
I wouldn't mind if you did.
Oh, don't, Rita. Don't start bargaining.
I wasn't bargaining.
What else do you call it? I'll give you a little kiss when you get all your assignments done. And I might even throw in a hug when you finish all your homework.
I didn't say that.
Look, Rita, I might be the biggest goof-off and flunk everything, including gym class. But I'm still the guy you're married to. And I want you to kiss me because you love me. Or else forget it. Stick around. I'm trying for a grand slam.
Norm, maybe you ought to quit. If college is wrong for you, it's wrong. And all my nagging you to keep going won't make it right. In fact, it might ruin everything else.
Nag me all you want, but just watch the way you do it.
No, not anymore. Has to be what you want.
I don't know what I want. I'm supposed to be out there chasing around after the big apple. Oh, sure, the apple's real. But what if the race is phony? You know what I mean? My dad and my grandfather, they know it's rigged because they're the ones that rigged it. And then if they didn't like the rules, they'd either change them or ignore them.
Well, you don't have to follow their example.
Well, that leaves two choices then. Either drop out of the race entirely or be an also-ran. And what do you think Rod did when he got that crummy garage down at the wharf? Do you think he figured, this is my first stepping stone to $1 million? Or do you think he figured, the heck with it? The heck with everything. Why does the world have to be upside down? And why can't I figure out who I am and what I want?